I grew up in Detroit, and when I was junior high, that's kind of when stuff my parents were too fond of started happening. I was molested when I was younger, and I think that had a lot to do with why I even started acting out. I never told anybody. I kept it so deep down inside. And I think that had a lot to do with why I was looking for something to make me feel better about myself, because I've always never really liked myself. I never, The worst decision I made in my whole life was snorting that line of heroin for that first time. All the stuff that I experienced from just getting to know that feeling from that drug ruined my basically almost 10 years of my life. I walked the streets for a good 8 years, always having to look over my shoulder and just, hoping somebody would come by so I could have some money to get something to eat or, to get my fix.
Human trafficking has often been described as a form of modern-day slavery, but Connie's story is really a poignant example of how that slavery that is out there really can be perpetrated in a variety of different ways. Legally speaking, Connie's exploitation is probably best understood as a form of drug-based coercion. So her traffickers methodically perpetuated an addiction to narcotics, ultimately creating a dependency within Connie. And leveraging that dependency, they sold her for sex over and over and over.
The beatings and the rapes and holding by gunpoint, that life that I lived was nonstop. When I was out on the streets, this woman, Twyla from Night Angels, she would come up to me and she would always talk to me, and she would always pray for me. And I'm so glad that God put her in my life. And then when I went to Grace Centers of Hope, she found out I was there. She was so excited. She would always take us to this Coney Island, and she started talking to me about the Joseph Project and about these people that help women that have been trafficked and how they could help me with all the things that I've built up on myself in the past. All my tickets and the stuff that is keeping me from moving forward. So I get a call from Nate. After I told him a little bit about what was going on, he said he was gonna have somebody get a hold of me to talk to me. And that's when I got a phone call from Tina Saxton. Tina Saxton was my lawyer who stood by my side through all my court dates I had to go through to get all of my tickets taken care of. One of them was actually a warrant on me.
And as is so often the case with people who find themselves ensnared in this lifestyle, Connie walked away with a variety of charges on her record that, among other things, prevented her from possessing a valid driver's license.
We were in the courtroom and it's packed, and I'm a nervous wreck. And then I see Christy and then Tina, and just big smiles and just glowing with happiness and love. Just having people there that had faith in me and wanted to stand by me and knew that I could be the best person and just do great things. Tina and I went up there and we're standing in front of the judge, and the judge said, well, you've done jail time and you've done so many days of jail time, so you don't even have to take care of this ticket because you've done your jail time. And I looked at Tina and I'm like, did she just say that? That's what I'm thinking. And I was just so filled with joy. I'm just big smile and I'm like, wow, that just happened. And it was just such a blessing. And then we stood there and talked, and then we prayed, and it was a really great feeling. I had a felony warrant out for my arrest because I skipped out on zero tolerance drug court or something I had to do. I told Tina, I was like, let me just plead guilty to this. And she was so persistent and was like, Constance, you're not gonna plead guilty to this. We're gonna, go back to court and we're gonna take it to trial if we have to. We had another court date and we're on this Zoom meeting and the judge dismissed it. They dismissed the case I had against me, the warrant. I was like, yes, it's finally over. All of the stuff that's been weighing on my shoulders it's over.
Your mobility is a form of freedom. And you can imagine how your life would change if that freedom was suddenly taken away from you. Your employment prospects would be severely limited based on your inability to travel from point A to point B. And so you can imagine why she was so driven and so motivated to resolve the legal issues that were on her record.
So I had to not only take the test over, I had to take the driving part over. I'm so bound and determined to get my license. So my mom takes me and I passed it with flying colors. My mom's like, I knew you would. And I have my license being, mailed to me. It's a great feeling, just so much better, like so different from where I was in the past. Just responsibility and, getting up and taking care of my baby and going to work and, putting gas in my car and, just the little stuff is just amazing.
It's not enough to liberate somebody from the immediate circumstances of their exploitation. To us, at the Joseph Project, we understand somebody to be free and to be empowered when they are moving ahead into their bright future that always belonged to them, fully uninhibited, unencumbered by every issue that's holding them back. That's what it means to us to leverage the law to empower the enslaved.
Now I can move forward with my life. I actually feel like I am somebody. I'm a mother, I'm a beautiful woman, I'm a strong woman. I've been through a lot in my life, and that has just made me the person I am today, a strong, beautiful woman.